Alright, it's October 26th, hunting in Georgia. I'm actually back on my place behind the horse barn here. Earlier this summer, I was getting pictures of 3 good bucks, 2 9s and 1 nice 8-point. 8-point's pretty wide. 9s are, there's one real heavy 9 and there's another 9 who's just a real perfect basket rack. I haven't really had many pictures of them once they started shedding velvet, but we're in here after them. If a doe goes by, if we get one close enough or whatever, we're gonna shoot it because we want to fill the freezer up. I just recently purchased a brand new chest freezer and it's completely empty, which is no good. So we'll try to get that done tonight. There's been a doe coming in every night, hour before dark or so, and she's got an all white ear, and I told the neighbors that I wouldn't shoot it because they like that one being around, and she's probably the biggest deer in the whole group. She's probably a really, really old deer, but we have to leave her alone. I've had an opportunity at one every night this week. It's just I had to work third shift this week, so if it got any time close to dark when they usually come in, I didn't want to shoot them because I wouldn't have enough time to get it cleaned up. But we'll get it done tonight. So let's see what happens. Go. Got that one. She's down, for sure. She went in there somewhere. I heard her hit the fence pretty hard, so I know she's dead. I just gotta find her now. Alrighty, I didn't do a recovery on this this doe that I just shot recently today because it was starting to get dark and I heard it crash and I wanted to get her out of there and get her cleaned up and processed before it got too late tonight. But she did kind of a half circle and ran about, I'd say 60 yards tops, bled real good. Nice doe. I figured she's probably up there in age. But she was definitely the biggest one in that group of deer that came. So, and I pulled off a pretty good shot, which is always good. Makes for an easy track job. But I kind of want to explain to you my setup. I was shooting a Hoyt Tricon XL compound bow, and with Carbon Express Mayhem arrows. I've shot the Maxima arrows before these new Mayhems, and they've always done good for me, so I've stuck with Carbon Express. But earlier this year I'd shot an 8-point, which was the one buck that I wanted this year, and I hit him. He was on 5 yards, quartering away, and I shot too far back. With him being that close, I should have shot farther up towards the rib cage to get the arrow to sink in there deeper into the chest cavity. But unfortunately, the angle of the arrow was like this at 5 yards rather than a 20-yard shot, which I'm used to shooting him, which the arrow's like this. So I shot behind the diaphragm, and he was spilling stomach matter. The arrow was covered in it. We let him sit, but unfortunately, again, it had rained for 2.5 hours before we could get out there to track, and we had nothing. Looking for blood on pine needles is already tough enough, but we had nothing. So fortunately, we didn't get him. But I switched from the Rage 2-blade broadhead, which has done good for me in the past, to this G5 T3, which I was kind of skeptical at first, the design of it. But I'm actually shooting the cross bow broadhead. I know they make two different kinds for regular bow and for crossbow, but this is actually fully deployed. Went through both shoulders and into the ground about 3 inches, and perfect flight on my arrow. Everything was good, and opened her up, and she spilled blood the whole way. And actually, where she died, it must have been pumping out of her real good. When I gutted her, I didn't really check to see if I had gone through the heart, but it was low enough to where I think it did. And the broadhead's actually still intact. If you're looking at it, it's I could probably shoot this through another deer. And my arrow, I don't know if you can see it on the film at all, but it's covered in blood the whole way up, all the way to the fletching. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and we're gonna go after some more of the bucks I have back here. I've got 3 more that I would consider shooters. 2 of them are big 9 points, and the other one's a really wide 8 point, but I haven't seen them since boy, they're showing up. Well, they're showing up late at night, 11 o'clock to 2 in the morning. The rut's just around the corner. I figured 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it'll be full swing here in Georgia, but I'm still after them. I know they're in the area. There's not a whole lot of ground that they can move to, so we'll stick with it. We got till January 1st, and hopefully our luck stays strong. Thanks for watching.